sorry. Via. Why am I struggling? What? Don't look. Don't look. There we go. My goodness gracious. I was trying to position the camera. Whatever that means, child. Ugh. Okay, so nails need to be done because we are going to a concert soon. So we have things to get done. Let's start off with this one. Okay, so this hand, as you can see, we have like a knife-tipped kind of looking nail here. This other one, this one is more so stiletto, or intended to be stiletto, and this one is supposed to kind of be more of a knife-tip vibe. And of course, you can see the rest are square. On this hand, all square. Hold on, we gotta pull up Real Housewives. I was just thinking about Reliving the Glory, and then I was thinking about somebody who commented, if you watched my Shamia and Portia video talking about their relationship. I just wanted to rewatch, aside from the fact that it's a good vibe. If you are catching the replay, watch along with me, or if you are in my Discord server, you could watch with me live. But anyways, nails do still have to be done. Honestly, I was thinking about just doing one episode and one episode alone, but since we have nails to get done, let's see how many we can get through. So, I guess before we start, you can't see, but the light that's kind of shining up at my face is a light down here, so I can see better what I'm doing. And then of course I got the lamp plugged in right here next to me. I have some acetone in case some cleanup needs to be done. Sorry, there's a piece of fluff on my nail that is bugging me. Anyways, let's just get started, shall we? Why not, huh? I don't know, the glitz, the glamour, all of the vibes. I wish I could play the audio, or I would just broadcast it there. But I don't know. I don't want YouTube to get me. So 3, 2, 1, if you're about to start, let's go. For this hand, one more thing. We're doing like a purple vibe on this hand, purple and white. And I don't know. Since I'm not using black anymore, I was going to use some of these black shiny crystals. I guess I will grab the silver ones when we get to that point. So let's get started. I don't know. I kind of just go with the vibes. Let me turn this down in my ears so I guess I can pay attention. Shoot. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Nene, Sheree, Kim, aka Wig Zolciak. Let's just get into it. Let me think. What was this? Hold on. There we go. Let me pay attention. Holding them old peaches, man. Deshaun. There's just a different glamour about the world. I feel like there was more color. Like when everybody had Tuscan and brown houses. You know what I'm saying? I think for the thumb, we are going to do like a purple Aurora Borealis type vibe. Yeah, we're going to start off with this base coat. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. So random. So many random people. Hello to everybody who has joined. This is my first time ever streaming on mobile, mind you. Like, oh my gosh. I'm in kind of a predicament, y'all. My phone is in Korean, so it's translating y'all messages. But since I'm a little bit nervous, I feel like my brain is not gonna be able to compute. But what's up? We are doing my nails right now. Oh, I'm glad to see that it has great quality. It's this is just my Samsung, so let me pay attention. back to this. We are working on these nails, y'all. And since I'm using gel, I'm not using regular nail polish, y'all. That's the reason why I'm also so quiet and focused, because you do not want to get that on your skin, cure it, and get contact dermatitis. Oh my gosh, my face is all the way out the camera, y'all. Sorry. Haha. We're gonna do one coat, cure that, and then I don't know, just depending on how it is, since I'm planning to put something over the top, I don't know if I'll do a second coat. You know what I'm saying? But what's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you to everybody who is coming through. I appreciate it. Black American greatness. Right now, in the episode, they are showing Deshawn and her family. Her husband is a either a basketball player or a basketball coach. Okay. And then when my laptop is more charged, I will be turning on that front light so you guys can see me a little bit better, because it is a little bit dark in this room. As you can see, we have a purple finger going on here. So that is going in the lamp. They have a nanny, a governess, and a chef. So, like, from what I remember from the Bravo shows, especially just the Real Housewives series, these are just affluent people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do real just housewives, rich people do in that sense? They are showing off Miss Nene Leakes now, a legend. And there is Kim at the party, child. I just love this blonde, not blonde. It's like a brassy brown, reddish auburn hair on Nene. And even the makeup style is so interesting. Of course, she looks different because she's had a little bit of surgery since then. Not even in a shady way. She looks great. Like, I feel like I'm just noticing the world was so different. The colors, the way people decorate their houses now, at least in the United States. Let me see. Married for 10 years at that time. If I'm not mistaken, Real Housewives of Atlanta might have premiered like what, 2008 even? I don't know. I have to look that up. But anyway, first thumb done. Mm, I don't know. I don't even plan to be showing products like that, I guess. But if y'all want to see everything nail polish wise that I'm using is Lily Cute. I got this off of Value Express. I like their stuff. I also like the Born Pretty brand. I don't know. I like their stuff. I feel like their stuff is good, but it's a whole weird situation over here with the United States with possible tariffs and all that other stuff. So, if you can, maybe it might be cheaper for you to go to like a local beauty supply situation. You know, I don't know. I don't know. but you can't see that well. But the polish that I'm gonna put is like a duochrome, so it kind of flashes like a green, green, yellow, and a like a pink vibe. I feel like that'd go really nice with the purple. Can you see? You can't see that well. You gonna see soon. I promise you. I'm gonna show you up close in just a second. Let me unpause this. So Greg leaks. Uh, Greg gave his son a check of $1,000 towards his first investment. I guess Greg, as he said, he's like a real estate investor at this time. Rest in peace. Shout out to Greg Leaks, the legend. Um, it's really just interesting when you realize, especially now that I'm more grown, because at the time that I watched it, the first go around, I was younger. It's just interesting to see like how the Real Housewives have really evolved since then. I guess like I feel like we used to see people who had daily lives in a sense and had jobs, and then the shows recently have kind of become like everybody has to be a social media mogul. Nobody is really just kind of like a random rich person who doesn't have to pay for anything because their partner pays for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so so interesting. And their houses are massive. Their houses are actually big. Like, all right. You can't see that well. Yeah, you will be able to see well soon. Let me see how much longer, because we still got to get through this episode anyway. We're about 6 minutes in, still going. It's so interesting to see what Kim Zolciak used to look like too, and they're not even friends anymore. It's such a shame. They are shopping right now. Ooh, sister, the iconic line. I'm a I'm a white woman trapped in a black woman's body. Okay, Kim Zolciak. Oh, sister. And they having just glasses of wine while they're shopping, counting out $100 bills. What a life to live in a big old house. Wow. Wow. Hmm. Listen. Big Papa. Oh my gosh. Listen, say what you want about Kim in that wig, but I feel like the wig looks good. Wig as it is, nonetheless. Buying a big old Escalade. There goes Ariana and Brielle. Oh my gosh. What I'm thinking nail wise, I'm just gonna go on and cover the rest of these with purple, and then we'll just proceed from there. I feel like what I'm seeing difference wise too, based on the way the show is formatted, it's like it's literally just like blips in time for them. It's blips in time instead of it just being like continuously like, oh, I'm following you throughout the day. So we're just kind of jumping from person to person in their family living life. Like it's so, and there's the use of voiceovers even more so. Oh my gosh, it's so, it's almost nostalgic in a way because TV's just, it's, I feel like it just doesn't work like this anymore. Oh, and then listen, when's the last time that you guys heard of a car with a DVD player with TVs in it? Like knowing that what we thought was going to be the future. It's not to say that cars don't come with screens in it anymore, obviously, because people, that's how they play the radio and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just remember that was such a high tech and rich thing. Now it's just commonplace for everybody to have TVs in their house. You know what I mean? It's cheaper to buy a TV than it is to buy a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't that so weird? And then like it's a flex to have a DVD player in your car. Like what? Kim was always on the phone with that man. Child, she talking about Big Papa marrying her. Child. Just rich in doing stuff. Like, can you imagine? It's almost sickening the way the wealth translates. Especially when I think about it now. Like what? Oh, Sheree and Nene already starting off beefing. Child, what you mean? Hold on, let me roll that back. Who are we starting with here? Lisa. Oh my gosh. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't she last like one season and one season only? Ain't that crazy? Real estate broker, a clothing line, a painter, jewelry designer, fitness, Hartwell and Associates, sister. Oh, they got her on this show even though she just had a baby 9 months ago. Postpartum depression is real, y'all. Like, what you mean? Ain't that crazy? Another nail. Ed Hartwell. Hmm. Wow. Wow. A bowling night at your house? What kind of. It literally says Hartwell and Associates. Like they are just thinking rich. Can you imagine? I wonder if Lisa and Ed are still together. Should we look that up after the episode or should I wait till the end of the season? You know what? I will wait till the end of the season. Let me try to. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I gotta lean down to this light. I gotta be able to see what I'm doing. What does Sheree do? Oh, Bob Whitfield got married, then divorced, but of course, a little bit of that leftover money is all you need, honey. Does Sheree still use that man last name? Not even in a shady way. She by Sheree. She talking about the fashion line, y'all. It's time already. Sheree and that silk press. Go ahead, baby. Oh, Lawrence, a chef, and then her personal assistant at the time, child. Oh my gosh. Gloria the cake lady, child. Do she even still make cakes? I mean, she was a bit older at this time, not even in a shady way, but on some, you know, I'm curious. Is she still here with us? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Sheree at this time would consider herself a socialite. You know, yet again, just the who's who, just who you invite to your parties, and your parties look lit because you got the socialites there. You could be famous back then by just being that. And we still have like the modern day iteration, I suppose, when it comes to social media. So if you're not doing anything on social media, what are you doing in that sense? Two nails going in the dryer because if I bump them together, I don't know, I might cry. Girl. Oh, so interesting, child. Like, what is going on? Oh my gosh. Stilettos. We rocking stilettos. Kim and Nene used to be such good friends. Like, what happened? I'm saying that. We're gonna see. We're gonna watch the breakdown again. Oh, and they're even meeting up with Kim mom. Oh, Nene not being a fan of Sheree Child. Talking about I'm more classier than Nene. What's going on? A piece of work is a real interesting way to describe another black woman, child. Inviting somebody to your party when you beef with them is crazy. Oh, she's deciding to go. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Sheree's stressed out that she's invited too many people. Girl, you know what the guest list was. Security at the door. Please. You don't want all them people in your house, but like you could have approved the list. Girl. You wouldn't put Nene and fashion in the same sentence. Sheree, please. She said all this only to be stuck in tracksuits later. And only just released She by Sheree however many years later. Mind you, when you think about it like this, knowing a fashion line was a big deal anyway, you know what I mean? To have your stuff in the Macy's, to be a Jessica Simpson selling your perfume in the mall, I suppose. Like, okay, since you know everything. Oh my goodness. And I feel like boutiques, it's not that they've died out, but like at least where I'm at, honey, I'm gonna say is that boutiques they don't exist the same way that they used to. Even in the mall, sister. Saying all that while wearing a fur and a beret. Mind you, I don't know what temperature it is in Atlanta at this time, but Sheree. Sheree. This is making me want to rewatch Basketball Wives. See how it all went wrong. The estate manager. Woo. Do people even have estate managers? I'm lying. I feel like estate managers usually come in when people are dead. If you're not, and that's usually for rich people. If you're not already just rich, you know what I mean? Like what? I feel like she's trying to include her husband, and she literally like just said it herself. I feel like he doesn't care. Just get it handled. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say it's not like, oh, he doesn't like her, but it's like if you want somebody to be involved, choosing somebody who doesn't really care to go over the details with you is an interesting choice. But then again, for some of these people, it is not about the love and it is about the materials. Okay, yes. Next scene transitioning back to Sheree. Still talking about this birthday party, child. The day of her party, that is. Getting a wash at the salon. Miss Lawrence is there doing her hair. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Whew. Sheree, yikes. Listen, Sheree, just be honest if you don't like people in your house. I'm not gonna go accusing anybody of male centeredness, but it's like the behavior thus far. Excuse me. Ooh, I feel like Sheree, she got her hair sitting like that because maybe she was planning to brush it out or something at the time of the party, but it is sitting on her head very interestingly. You might as well have just left with the rollers in your hair because them curls can and will drop. But you know what? If the products was product then even back then, it's gonna be all right, I guess. Let me do the underside real fast and then we'll continue to the next step. Saying all that while your hair is puffing up is crazy, Sheree. Oh my gosh, the airbrush makeup, sister. Do they even airbrush makeup on anymore? Okay, all purple. Let me close this for now. Hmm. You know, hold on, y'all. Let me turn off the camera for a moment while I grab this one polish to help me out. Just a moment. Oy. Okay. Okay. We are back on. We are gonna put a metallic on the middle finger. I ain't just gonna hold it up because that can indeed and will look crazy. Right now on the show, Kim is trying on a dress that I think a stylist brought her, with like a friend there or something like that. I feel like one thing I don't mind is that these girls are just openly acting materialistic. Like they're not pretending that they are fake humble, whatever. They said, "No, I'm rich. I want to wear this. I want to do that. This is what I like. This is what I want." I feel like it's also reminiscent of. It's just reminiscent of how I feel like in the earlier 2000s there was an archetype of, the spoiled daddy's girl, whatever it is, that would always get what she wants. She's rich or she has a rich boyfriend and she's kind of just bratty and spoiled and she demands what she wants sort of vibe. As opposed to maybe in this day and age, in life in general, but also social media, um, you know, I feel like people um obviously they're not gonna take you or take to it as easily for you to just be like, yeah, that's me. Or it has to be like a fake persona. Heavens forbid you be a real diva in that sense. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, y'all. There we go. Can you see? Hopefully you can see. Hold on. I gotta make sure I hit them corners. Otherwise, taking pictures or whatever, or obviously sometimes we notice details and mistakes that other people wouldn't notice until we pointed out ourselves. But like on some like, let me still make sure. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I've been live for 40 minutes. With this one, some of you will be able to see it on social media later. But what I'm about to put, this little liner polish is one of those reflective polishes. So when a light, like especially like a flashlight shines on it, it looks really good. With this one, hold on, let me not set this on this napkin. That is not stable. Sorry, I done spaced out. I don't know. I think I might just trace like the outer edges if you can like see. Listen, in real life, since the polish itself is not that opaque for the liner, it's not gonna look all that it's not gonna look all that obvious, you know? But in person, like I said, social media and pictures that I can take with flash, you will see even better. My nose itching, oh my gosh. And you know what I feel like I'm noticing too, aside from the fact that a lot of these women, their whole thing is indeed being socialites, being the who's who, having the most this and that. I feel like there's also an emphasis on having a bunch of staff, you know what I mean? Having stuff just to have it. I mean, duh, that comes with materialism, right? But it's so, how can I say? I just feel like they just be having it to have it to flash it to show it off. Some of that is just who they are, but I also feel like nowadays, like, some of these roles don't exist in the same way, or they just have been condensed into other jobs because they don't they don't need all these same things anymore, you know what I mean? They're changing for some reason at the damn gas station. Hold on, let me put a little bit more here. I kind of like the dress. It's a cute little strapless vibe. Especially knowing these girls was like in their 30s. These were not all just like random 20-year-olds. Like, it's so interesting to see. Anyway, I gotta put my hand in this thing, man. Cause if I bump it into anything and it ruins my nails, can you kind of see that I kind of was doing a little. Hold on. Once this hand comes out of the dryer, I will turn on the more professional looking light, I guess. And like I said, you will be able to see a lot better. Oh, this nail look good already. I don't know why I'm closing this because I'm going to use it again, but we're going to set that aside for right now. Yeah. Oh, Sheree showed up to her birthday party, obviously. She did kind of like an updo situation with her curls. It's cute, it's simple. She kind of has like these it almost looks like bra cups sticking out the top. It's really just a simple black dress. It really don't look like it need to cost $1 million. Her nails are done. I wish I could see her nails a little bit better. The girls look good. I feel like I'm seeing also an emphasis on the girls wearing some bracelets, wrist stacks. Sheree's friend is singing to her for her birthday. I love her light little eye going on. I feel like when I think about it too, listen, for some of y'all who know and be seeing me do my makeup, y'all know I be beating my face down. But the facts is, hold on. The facts is, a smoky eye really was just nighttime makeup. That was the whole difference in the vibes, I feel, you know? Hold on, I'm looking for the plug so I can plug it in. Hold on. We'll have this going on for just a little bit until this laptop decides that it would like to be plugged back in. Hello. Okay, can you see a little bit better now? You can see this finger. The middle is metallic. Showing up to somebody else's birthday party an hour and a half after it starts. Listen, you might as well just say that ain't my friend. Cause what? Listen. I mean, but then again, considering that at the time Sheree and Nene were beefing, it was a little bit just disrespectful on purpose. Like that's just facts. Also, leaving them off the list. Kim is on the list. She took Nene off the list after inviting her after a text. I know you're lying. Why would she take Nene's name off that list? Thank you for the likes, by the way. Thank you. Shout out to everybody who's liking the live. Listen. For now. Okay. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. My face itching a little. Here's the white liner. Let me think what I'm gonna do. Taking somebody else's name off the list is crazy. That's really weird. Like, why did she do that? After she invited her via text, mind you. Sheree, you already starting off looking weird. The public saying she made an oversight. I suppose that it was because so the publicist made a mistake, took Nene off, and I guess Sheree tried to invite out Nene to smooth things over. That already looks weird. Like, do better, Sheree. Sheree, do better. I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah. I see the vision in my mind now. We're gonna put the Aurora polish on this finger. We're gonna put the metallic on this finger. Do a white French on this one. A regular white French on this one. But on this one, the white French will have the Aurora on it. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Now let's see if I can pull it off without having to dip my hand in a million times. So let's put the aurora on this finger. Let me continue to show y'all. Listen, Sheree was disappointed, but not that damn disappointed. She didn't try to come out and ask or anything. That just looks weird and shady. And then the publicist coming running out talking about she's sorry and please come in. Oh, Nene says she's not going for it. Listen, Sheree, don't be acting like you disappointed. You did not even really want Nene there. Messy. Messy, messy, messy. Hmm. Why is the bag, or excuse me, the cake looks like a purse? You know, go ahead, I guess. That big old saddle bag. Or it's not a saddle bag. It literally looks like a saddle, but it's not the actual shape of a saddle bag. It's more like a duffel. See, Kim, listen, at least at this time she's being solid. She decided to leave with Nene. Okay, so now Nene feels like, oh, so you tried to leave me outside on purpose. You tried to embarrass me. Girl. Child, that is the end of episode 1. Oh, yes, the singing era, sister. Oh my gosh. Girl. Sheree is so fucking holier than thou. At least at this time. I'm saying that, like, I don't know. We're just gonna watch the evolution of her character. Let's just move on to the next episode. Please and thank you. Oh, that's gonna bug me if I don't fix that. Sorry, had to make sure I ain't get no polish on my shirt. Ooh. Okay, 2 nails done. Closing this one up. Going in the dryer, and then we will do French tips, and then we'll put some bling on here. So, hand in the dryer. Let's go. I don't keep up with the Joneses. I am the Joneses. I feel like what I really appreciate is how distinct their dressing styles are. It's not that like nobody's style is distinct anymore, but I feel like it's so without, it being curated via an algorithm. They're not being told to dress a certain way. They're just dressing how they want to dress. Ooh, and there goes the white child. I miss the white old nose child. Ooh, and the hairline is going a little bit back there, but it's obviously fixed now. He kind of has a random loose perm going there. Is what I wouldn't call that a jerry curl. I feel like a jerry curl is a little bit tighter in a curl. Hmm. So honestly though, like listen, Nini's not wrong to say it. Why didn't Sheree come out and say something? How strange. Hand out the dryer. Can you see what we got going on right now? Let me set this one right here. Okay, so now it's French time. Yeah, for those of you who be seeing me do my nails, y'all know I love a good French. And then also till I learn to do something else, like a French is what I'm gonna do, because a French is what I know how to do. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. Nene talking about she on a diet and she can't have any of this. What is it? A cake? Mind you, Nene looks great. Nene don't need to be dieting. And it's crazy. Listen, everybody can say what they want to say about Ozempic, but the world pre-Ozempic was still messy, as it is when it comes to body image too. Lisa is out now at the golf course with her man. This is truly just like a day in the life vibe of some rich people. Oh, you've been married for 2.5 years. Okay. Was she ever given any time to rest after having that baby? I don't know. I'm not even trying to throw no shade, but when I think about it, it's like prioritizing being the fun girl or the active wife. Like, is there really? Sorry, I'm also doing this French. Oh, but anyway, yeah, prioritizing being the fun wife or oh, I do this and I do that, but it's like I don't know. If they're still good and they're still together, that's all they need. Let me not speculate on nobody relationship, child. Ugh. Okay, Brielle. Some random glitter on her eyelids. Oh my gosh, I remember it was a whole thing. It used to be a thing. You really was popping if you had a limo for your birthday party. Why would you ever do that for a child? I don't know. But then again, the whole vibe is affluence, is it not? If you were a Bradley child, that was rich girl stuff. Now your typical girl can go buy you a little bit of Vera Bradley at the local Walmart, honey. Can you imagine? Dang, that's so sad. Nene, Nene and Kim used to really be best friends, honey. Oh my gosh. A Louis Vuitton handbag for an 11-year-old. Uh, Even if I had some Louis Vuitton money, I really don't know if I would spend 2K on a handbag. French, low key, it's kind of speaking Spanish, but watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. It was gonna get emergency contact information for the parents. The assistant, apparently, whoever who was supposed to do that, ain't there. Like I remember that was a whole storyline, but low key, that's kind of relevant. Like, what are you doing? You was hired to do a job. Oh my gosh, really just a bunch of rich kids, bruh. Oh my gosh. Who knows what now celebrities are in that limo with Kim and Brielle? Oh, they're showing the dorm for Bryce because he's going to college. Nini's older son. Loki, even though it's rich, the dorm looks a mess, child. Prison. What is that? Listen, that's one thing that I can say has stayed consistent since the early 2000s because dorms at colleges still look like prison. The man is on the road for 6 days a week. Sorry, I've been quiet. Deshaun and her husband. Like what? That's got to be an interesting thing. But at least he's away making the money that he's supposed to provide for his family, I guess. A shoe salesman. He's a shoe stylist. That is. I don't think it's that rich people don't do this now. It's just yeah, that just be the vibe, I suppose. Another French. I I don't know. Do I want it to be that small? So they've been in a divorce battle, Sheree. She'd been in a divorce battle with Bob for 3 years. She said she wants a lump sum. She wants her kids to maintain the lifestyle. I think it's a little bit more about her than it's about them, but hey. Okay, in the dryer. So Bob be coming by and he be taking his kids to school. Now she's back to buying shoes. I think she need to be careful buying shoes while you're in the middle of divorce, but there it is. Now what? Hmm. Listen, y'all, since I've been on here for so long, we're gonna do this one hand today, and we'll do the other hand tomorrow. When this one is done. We might even just stop and I might just put the gems on tomorrow. All of these brands are still very much luxury. Dolce and Gabbana, Fendi, Burberry, they're still popping. Because I was wondering to see like, is there anything that they're wearing, anything that they're doing that is no longer popping anymore? All of this is still pretty much popping. Like you cannot just walk into your typical grocery store or general supply store and buy something like that. But you can buy you a Vera Wang as a pedestrian woman in the mall for a decent or a more decent price. And woman as in the gender neutral. You understand. Mm. Hold on, y'all. I'm scraping some off my nail. So these are all yeah. So Lisa for sure. This is realtor stuff. Like she said, real estate broker vibe is probably on that. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that song in a million years. I didn't know that it was from Or maybe let me not say that I didn't know it was from Real Housewives. It's just been a minute. Some of the background music and stuff, like wow. But you know, a lot of these shows they license some of the same soundtracks, so thus. Why is Brielle crying over the birthday cake? I guess she's just anxious. At least back then, Kim was definitely trying to reach her kids even more so emotionally. Like what changed, sister? But then again, when you think about it, Kim out here asking her kids for money, child. Gambling. Mind you, listen. I mean, that's not to say that Brielle couldn't be showing signs of just being straight spoiled. But she's 11 years old, Kim. The party planner is still MIA. The party planner, party planner never paid for the hotel. How did they even end up in the hotel then? I hope you do not pay that lady, because what? What do you mean Kim left them girls in that room and went and got a drink? How strange. Tip. Okay, y'all. I'm over here focused on this French. Nene is currently taking her son on the tour. They flash back to that. They're showing off that dorm room. I already told y'all, child. It looks like a goddamn prison cell. Nene talking about pay for a maid service. Do not buy that child a maid service at the college. Oh my gosh, the plasma screen TV. Like, do they even tout that as like a reason for it to be popping anymore? Like when it comes to TVs, like what I guess now the thing is like just having a big one. Not even anymore. Having one that's a smart TV, I suppose, is the selling point, isn't it? I think I'll make the middle nail the one that we put some gems on. I said I was gonna stop, but we might as well wrap up and do the gems, and then we'll get up out of here. Where is the? Here's the Aurora. We're gonna put the Aurora on this tip. See if it looks good. If it gives off the vibe that I'm hoping it gives off. Her whole plot line is just being worried about finding people to staff her house. But then again, of course, I suppose those are big concerns for her. She just rich. Always had a makeup artist and a hairstylist every day. But then again, I guess when you think about it, that shows off maybe the real riches. Because the other housewives, the only reason some of them, the newer ones that I would say, only get glam for filming days, or their thing is that they do their own makeup. I feel like in these older seasons, that is. Okay, so I'm gonna hop up just for a moment and grab the gems. We will do the more iridescent ones, and then we'll cap off our nails with a top coat. Wow, gonna be free soon. Actually, Loki, this is kind of the fastest I feel like I've been able to paint. That is, when it comes to doing these nails, it really do be like an all day job. The girls are so pretty in the face, like rich and beautiful, amazing. I mean, then again, if you're that rich, I don't know. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I would hope that you're beautiful if you're rich. Actually, no, that's not true. Let me not say that comment specifically. That last part is not about housewives, but there are rich people who are not good looking. All right, so hold on. Let me grab the gems and let's wrap up. Oh, go on and open this now. Oh my gosh, why isn't it coming out? There we go. All right, hold on. Oops. coming. I'm back. So to stick on, you really could just use like some top coat or base coat. But depending on how I decide to do the layout, I might want to kind of flood around it. So I have my Lily Cute um 3-in-1 rhinestone glue. It really is just like a thicker gel, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be using this side. As you can see, this side is a lot more like iridescent. I don't know. Let's see. Like, okay. I'm thinking we do like a big, medium, small on the thumb. Okay, this is something I can show to the camera a lot better than anything else I've been doing today. Okay, on the thumb. Oof, you already got just a little bit of spillage. Thumb, middle. I'm not really squeezing so much, so I'm kind of using the excess to start off, like when it comes to attaching. Because it's knowing you're gonna end up covering it up. Anyway. Okay. Because I feel like I don't always be using these big ones, you know? So why not take the my eyebrow itching and stuff. There we go. Hold on. I will just show y'all once they're all kind of stuck on there. I'm using a wax pen. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Nose itching. This one is a bit smaller than I was expecting. Here we go. We are in business, y'all. I I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Kind of see what we got going on here. Let me make sure it's straight though. That's also what I was kind of doing. Why y'all was probably wondering. She just said she was gonna do that. Let me cook. Hmm. Then for the middle finger, I think we'll do just something like a straight line of straight rhinestones down from the root to tip. Sorry, it'd be kind of hard sometimes to pick it up or to open up the thingy. It's good though because I guess you know that mean it ain't gonna spill out, but it'd be like, dang. Oh my gosh, see, I don't forgot about the Real Housewives. 'Cause I'm hyper focused. Kind of get what I'm going for right there. Yeah, that vibe. Just straight crystal from roots to tip. Okay. Hmm. Oh, also, where did I get the wax pen? Girl, I got it from AliExpress yet again. Listen, I never minded buying um from AliExpress from China. Cause these things they all cost the same price. Or they be all costing the same price to make. It's just that markup price that's different. So don't go get scammed and pay a million more dollars because you thought one was more than another. Or if so, if it really happens to be so different, do your research, find out, and come let me know. How about that one? I won't be mad at you if you tell me the truth. Oh my gosh. Okay. We are almost done with the middle nail. I'm just trying to make sure this is straight. Oh, uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. Mm hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm hmm. Into the dryer we go. Into the dryer we go. I'm trying to decide if I want to bling one more nail. We might as well continue the episode while I'm sitting here. Why not? Oh, they're showing off a house to Jazzy Faye. I wonder if he's still around or still in the industry. I gotta start taking notes. Next episode, I'm gonna take notes. It won't just be me doing my nails until like we get this done. But we gotta check and see like is he still around? I'm going crazy. 7 bedrooms. Crazy. Hmm. An automatic toilet for $10,000. They gotta go back to showing the prices of things like on this show. Massive shower with 3 spouts. Hmm. Hmm. I said I wasn't gonna use black, but maybe we'll use black. Sorry, we're getting one more nail ready. She is still interviewing people to be an assistant, child. That's the whole plot line. You know what? I can see why some people sometimes take issue with it. Unless like the reality TV is people being messy. It's just like, oh, you so stinking rich. Ay, goodness gracious. You didn't like that she didn't Google you. You know, whatever. Girl. It's just the self importance for me. But then again, it's not to say that she's not important, I suppose. But it's also like, damn, girl. All you, girl. But then again, I guess she ain't got nothing but time to be worried about something like that. Oh my gosh. Now they flash back to Kim in that birthday party. There we go. Okay. We're gonna like kind of flash cure this one. Why does Sheree want to come to the kids' party? She doesn't even. Does she even have a daughter around Brielle's age? Mind you, this birthday party comes after after this is after Sheree's party. Just a million things going on at the same time, child. I guess. I said I was gonna flash cure it, child. The only problem with this product, maybe it's gotten better, is that it does get really messier around that tip and around that spout. So if you were to buy it, listen, that's the one thing that I think you should be aware of. So now we're top coating before we get out of here. We are gonna be done. You gotta cover them gems so they do not just fly off. Sheree says she spoke to Nene. Listen, that doesn't mean that it has to ruin your friendship um with Kim, but her loyalty is with Nene at this time. Call Nene first. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. So Sheree is lying. Getting sick is so interesting. The politics of getting sick, I feel, especially in a post world. You know what I'm saying? Now Lisa said the day caught up with her and she's sick, has a fever or something like that. Okay, he said his first priority is Lisa. Okay, now the thumb finally. Make sure you kind of seal up them edges, especially if you put big ones up under there. Otherwise, they can get caught on things, slide off, all of that. Okay. Okay, and you know what? I closed this, but high key, I want to make sure them gaps around that big one. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take just a little bit around these top two ones. Okay, they're doing the buffet for the birthday. There we go. There we go. We can spread just a little. There. All right. Now, hand in for the final time. Ugh. Finally, 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 finally. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of it. Painting for 2 hours. We will be painting for 2 hours tomorrow, probably, but that's a dub. That's a wrap. Ugh, sick and tired of it, y'all. We're gonna change up the format this time. I streamed on my phone this time. I don't know. We might have to go back to the laptop. Hopefully the Wi-Fi quality, the sound, all of that was good. So listen, normally I would take a file and I would crispen up them edges, but since I ain't touching the other hand till tomorrow, I will wait till tomorrow to crispen up the edges and then take pictures and all of that. Kim hates the cake. Apparently the cake tastes bad. What a shame. Girl. And then we're gonna nuke the underside just in case, just to make sure, at least for 60 seconds. Ciao. Low key, she's not wrong to not pay the party planner because why you ain't do what I needed you to do? Especially knowing if I paid you that much money. Kim was so pretty. Why did she touch her face? And let me not say that like she could not have touched her face before the show. And then Nene didn't show up to the baby party knowing that that's her auntie. Like, what? What a shame. Oh, she showed up very, very late. Okay. We're gonna take this a little bit of acetone and polish just a little. I had some paper towel here. I didn't even end up using it on the right side, but you know, we gotta get these nails right. Give them a nice little. Don't hover it on there for that long. Yes, okay. I am satisfied with the look. I foolishness. Child, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. All we have left is just a few more minutes, literally 2 minutes of the second episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we will watch two more episodes tomorrow. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you debrief. Thus far, I'm enjoying the vibes. I mean, obviously, some of the other recent main players are not here, Shamia and Portia, but they get here pretty quickly, if I'm not mistaken. And oh my gosh, I cannot forget about the iconic Miss Cynthia Bailey. There are a bunch of people who are not here just yet, but we are on the way. And then yeah. Yeah. That's really it, y'all. Okay, so a little bit closer. A little bit closer of a look. And then can you see the vibes? Check my social media, check my Tumblr, whatever it is, or check my Discord server if you're in it, and you will get to see the nails up close. We are gonna cut this off before we even reach 2 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. All of that, y'all. If you can't get down with the get down, don't get down with us. Hopefully, I end this properly. This is the first time streaming on the phone, so there it is. Bye. Yes.